You know, when you fish a lot, it can get old, it can get repetitive, and it's really cool to find a new way to target a species that you catch all the time, every day. But you have to have the right person to do that with, because they have to be willing to take a little bit of a chance and take some time. And when Captain Ed told me he was coming to the Panhandle, I knew he was the perfect candidate to try to catch a snapper on a fly.
Smash that fly. Holy.
You know, fishing can get repetitive, especially when you fish for the same species on the same body of water a few times, if not every day of the week. So it's really great to try something new, but you have to have the right person to do that with. And Captain Ed is always that right person. He's always up for something new. When he was traveling here, I thought this is our chance to try to get out in the Gulf and catch a snapper on the fly. So we're back. We have Captain Ed back from South Florida, and you know, we do things a little differently up here in the Panhandle, so I'm always trying to kind of bring it a little more sporty for Captain Ed. We kind of sometimes, you know, like to just ground and pound him up here. Ed's more of a finesse guy, you know, he likes to take his time. So as you can see, this is not a very common thing on my boat. We don't get a lot of fly fishermen, you know, we're mostly in the Gulf using conventional tackle. But Captain Ed is sporty and he's ready. So he brought his fly rod. We're gonna pick a fly. We're gonna try to chum up.
Pretty excited about this.
Triggerfish, snapper, whatever else we can do. Do something a little different. Keep it fun. So once you're ready, buddy, we'll start getting at it.
We had more of what I would call a rough outline to the day than an exact hard plan. Knew we wanted to do some light tackle bottom fishing, threw the fly rod in the boat just in case, but like any type of fishing trip, just kept it fluid and kept it moving. So when the opportunity to pull the fly rod out presented itself, jumped on it.
So it's pretty simple. I mean, not a lot of, we got a little bag of shrimp that I had in the freezer. I'm just breaking them into small pieces. And these triggerfish came up. There's some big red snapper underneath that I'm hoping Ed can get to. It's gonna be a challenge. But if not, he's just gonna have to fight a bunch of triggerfish, and that's all right too, especially on a fly rod. Here we go. Look at the size of that snapper, Ed. Right underneath the boat.
Hang on, I gotta get.
There you go. Good cat. Look at the size of that. Oh, dude, he's a big one.
Pull that off, will you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Keep pulling.
Yep. Look at that snapper behind the boat.
Okay.
Oh my, look at the size of that one. All right, just get that. They're all over here. Just kind of let that go back with. Coming for you. Oh, he's on. He's on.
Yeah, he is.
He's on.
There he is.
Trigger on the fly.
Well, that's the first. There he goes.
Nice job, Ed. You just take your time. Tell me what you need me to do to help.
He's right here.
Here we go. We got this Danco net. Woo. Beautiful. Hey, now you can add triggerfish.
Wow.
Now watch his teeth on him.
That was awesome.
That's a good warm-up fish.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you, I really didn't see that happening when we left the dock this morning. That's cool.
That's one of the cool things about coming out here on these reefs. You just don't know what you're gonna see.
So it's cool, we just headed out. Captain Jamie And before I left the house, I just grabbed the fly rod, I threw it in the truck and thought if something presented itself, we'd pull it out. And I mean, the very first spot we hit, something presented itself. So I got my first trigger on fly, super cool. I'm excited to see what else we can get today, but this is a good start. You know, Captain Jamie has been doing it a really long time and pretty old school. I like to work with him and show him some of the new technologies that are out there, and I'm always bringing something new to his boat. So I think the last couple trips ago, I brought up some super thin Shimano jigging rods, which he thought were never gonna work, you know, and now he has his own set of them. And this time I brought up some, you know, my fly rod stuff, and, you know, he's on board with it. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I'm teaching Captain Jamie some new tricks.
Get him right here, get it right here, get it right here. There's two snag. Oh man, he came up and went down. He doesn't like hanging out around those triggerfish too much. There he is, back there. Oh.
Don't be a trigger.
Look at all of them. They come up in little flurries. Come on. There he is.
Trigger.
That's a big trigger right there. Whew. There you go.
These guys are all over it.
Let him. There's snap. Oh.
There he is. There he is.
Snapper?
Nope.
Trigger?
Trigger.
Good job, Ed.
There he is. Straight down. So one thing, when we're fishing vertically like this with these fly rods, the fish is going to eat it and go straight down. So my drags are always loose out here when I'm doing this. I do this a lot at home. And one thing you don't want is a real tight drag, because when he eats it and that drives that rod straight down, many times he'll take it right into the motor. You know, on my boat, into the
snap the rod.
The Raptors, yeah.
It's taking you around a little bit, buddy. A
little bit.
That's a big one. Hey, it's fun, right? Doing something different out here.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, look at how pretty that is. Look at that beautiful fish. Now, that's not bad on a fly rod.
No, that's cool.
I can tell you.
I'm loving it.
I don't have, you want to get them?
Yeah, got them here.
I think you are the first one to request fly fishing and catch triggerfish. And the funny thing is, you know, I always show people when we catch, especially kids, you know, you try to, why they call them triggerfish, try to push this down, it doesn't move, but you hit the trigger.
There she goes.
The other thing, especially for people who come down here from bass fishermen, this is not a fish that you want to try to put your finger in its mouth.
Nope. Nope. That's funny. That's a little, that's one of my little snook flies.
It's a great game fish, and it's also fantastic table fare.
Oh yeah, I love triggerfish.
But they have to be 17 inches.
Yeah, he's going back.
He's going back, yep.
This is awesome.
Pretty fish.
Cool.
See you, buddy. Thanks for eating the fly.
That's cool.
Adios. We are absolutely loaded with triggerfish in the Panhandle. Unfortunately, they have to be 17 inches to keep. Fantastic table fail, but we were more worried about catch and release and getting as many fish as we can in the boat. There he is, right here. Big snapper. Yep, stop. Oh, you pulled it away from him. All right, leave it there. Leave it there. Pull it up, pull it up. Let it go back down.
I'm limited. There it goes. That's what I needed right there.
Man, he was. Got some?
Another trigger. Oh, another triggerfish, I think. Ate it. Oh no. I don't know what we got here. Uh-oh.
He's dogging you a little bit, Ed.
Something's going on here.
What happened?
I don't know.
Something grab him?
Maybe.
Could be a shark.
Maybe.
We're in the backing, boys.
All right.
Got him out?
Something
got him.
Something got him.
Whew, look at that machine right there. Look at everything, just something big came. And that was probably a shark.
Yeah. Didn't feel like it was going to end well for me, but my fly line's still
or your fly leader.
Yeah, my fly line's still on here, so we're good.
You know, so fly fishing, you're presenting a bait to a fish, you're coaxing it, the fly's acting like a live whatever, minnow, shrimp, whatever, crab. You know, when you're chumming, you're getting these fish to come off the bottom. Right now we're in almost 80 feet of water. We're getting them to come up off the bottom. There's one, Ed, right behind the boat. Off the bottom to feed on these chunks. So it's important when you're using conventional rod and reel and you're using a chunk of bait, you can make that bait drift back with the other baits and the fish then eats it. This way we're actually trying to get them to eat the fly and go from a gatherer mode into a hunter mode.
And it's cool. It's just another way. It's another way to catch them, and it's really fun, and it's challenging. And if you've caught a bunch the other way, it's fun to do something different. So I'm all about doing something different.
We were successful attracting the triggerfish, but we had to make a decision. Okay, let's stop fishing. Let's chum really hard. Let's get through these triggerfish to entice the snapper to come to the top.
Oh yeah. Woo! That was awesome. Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Oh wow.
That's what we were trying to do.
He came up in the middle of those triggers. And
I watched that. He mouthed that thing.
Oh, and I had just tied that fly on. Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna make another run.
He's in my backing already. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Good job, Ed.
Oh. Oh man, he come off.
Oh.
Wow.
Woo. Well, those small hooks sometimes.
That was awesome. Now that got me pumped. The triggerfish got me excited. That got me pumped up.
I watched him come right up the back and.
Oh, dude, that was.
I tell you what, we may need to upgrade the hook on your fly a little bit. Shark got him.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo! that was fun. That's what we've been trying to do for an hour now.
Yes, sir. The first hookup was incredible. I've caught a lot of big fish on fly. We catch big jack crevalle at home, tarpon, cobia. We catch some line screaming fish, but this was out of this world. This thing ate. It was one of the biggest snappers. The first snapper we hooked was one of the biggest ones that we had seen the entire day. It ate the fly and went immediately supersonic to the bottom. It was all I could do to hang on and stay on that cooler and, you know, try to slow it down a little bit. Unfortunately, we got sharked on that one. I think my fly line might be a little bit shorter now, but I'll never forget that fish. Both of us were looking at it when it ate the fly, and the adrenaline was pumping.
You know, you never know when you come to these spots what's going to happen. And we've had triggerfish come up. Ed just had a red snapper on. We just had some rainbow runners come in and now a big pile of amberjack. So that's what's kind of fun about this. You just don't know what the day is gonna bring. So hopefully Ed's, I'm looking back there.
I'm in fish, my fly's in fish
It's like
now.
an aquarium back there. See, one of the hard things is they're just slurping the bait. So it's not like a strong, you know,
The slurp.
strong hit. You got to really visually see them take the bait for that hook set.
More of a slurp.
More of a slurp.
When you're on a boat with two captains, it's funny because you're both like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Jamie is hilarious. I love fishing with him because it's coming out of his mouth. It's happening. Strip it, strip it. Let it back, let it back, let it back, let it float back. Strip it, strip it. Maybe you should strip it. Maybe you should let it float back. And I'm like, I'm stripping it and I'm letting it float back. What?
Good night. There is a pile of fish down
Right
there.
below us.
Look, right there. And pull, strip. There's 3 of them. All right. Come on. Stop. There he goes. There he is.
Come on.
Let him eat it. Drop it back. Ah!
Come on.
Drop it back. Let it go back when he's coming. He was on it. He's on it. Strip.
Well, do you want me to strip or let it go back?
Well, there's trout. Well, both. Let him. Oh man, he was.
It was hilarious. That was probably one of my most fun trips, just because the bantering back and forth, and I hope it came across on the show because I had a blast the other day.
We were successful attracting the triggerfish, but we had to make a decision. Okay, let's stop fishing. Let's chum really hard. Let's get through these triggerfish to entice the snapper to come to the top.
Oh, and a big one. Oh, yeah! Yes! What? Oh my God, this thing's ripping. Holy
Yeah, buddy. Careful with these. It's getting a little rough out here too. So what? Come on down the deck.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh man, he ate that.
Holy cow, he ate that thing.
He ate
oh
the-
my gosh,
He
that
ate
was
the
amazing.
fire out of that.
Come on, baby, get up. Get up, sir.
Oh man, come on
Oh,
down.
he's on the back. Oh,
He's off?
He got sharked. He may have got sharked again. Whew, my
Another
heart, I don't know. Oh my gosh.
He smoked it. That was a good fish too.
That initial power burst is,
Insane, isn't it?
I mean,
And it's different than when you're fly fishing for something that screams straight out.
oh yeah, completely. That thing is going down and taking me with him.
I think you may have got robbed from everything. Yep.
Yeah.
Sharked it.
Shark.
Whew.
I'm gonna do it again though. I
Okay.
got a few more flies
All
left.
right, we'll keep going.
So one thing that we were up against was there were so many triggerfish up that it was hard to actually keep your fly away from them and focus on the snapper that were coming up. They weren't real tolerant. When the snapper would rise up in them and they would show up, they would kind of push the snapper down. So as the day progressed, we got a little bit later, triggerfish probably got full, but they were down and we were just focusing on, ones, twos and threes, snapper coming up, checking the fly out, shooting away. And I kind of felt a little bit better in that situation, that we had a better chance of hooking a snapper at that point, just because he wasn't getting bombarded with all those triggerfish.
Come on, baby.
Come on. Man, it's moving away from it. Strip it a little bit. Oh, see, they're right there.
Yeah, they're right in the middle of it. Come on.
Oh, he got it. He had it. You can't wait. Strip.
Got it. He's going down.
All right. Oh my Lord, it's been. Tell me that's a snapper. You
I don't
see
know.
him?
There was a bunch of triggers in there too, but I did see the snapper.
No, man. Come on.
Oh,
Take your time.
feels
Take
a
your
little
time. Whew. I mean, we've seen what? How many? 100 red snappers today? Look at that fly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Now there's no sharks.
Don't even say that.
Don't even say it. All right, buddy. You saw him though, huh?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of snapper.
Oh, there you
I see red. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Get him, get him, get him.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes.
May not be a giant.
It wasn't like it was all bad, because that was a bunch of fun catching those
Oh,
triggerfish.
fun. But we have seen 100 of these come up today. And look at that fly. Changed flies, lost one to a shark.
Yeah, changed flies a few times, tried a bunch of
But
a
you
little
know
bit
what?
harder than I thought. I mean, I've never done it before, so.
At the end of the day, you did it. Here, why don't you take him out? I have people travel here from all over the country to catch these fish. Catch hundreds a summer.
Yeah,
This is the first one I've ever got on a fly on this
Really?
boat. So
awesome, thank you.
thanks for bearing with me. I know
Thank
it took
you
us
for
a little
being
while.
patient. That wasn't as easy as I thought, but
That's
that was
awesome.
awesome, so.
Hey, hard work pays off, man.
Yeah,